Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to share with you all of the new trending products that I am seeing pop up on my feed that I am not at all interested in, and the reason why. I was thinking of doing a will I buy it video, but there's not much right now coming out that I actually want to purchase. So this video is going to be a bit more like an anti-haul products that I am staying away from. If you're excited to trash talk some new beauty, give this video a thumbs up and let's go ahead and go for it. I'm scooting over this way because I want to show you the goods, and the first product that I am definitely staying away from is the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Lip Blurs. Charlotte Tilbury came out with yet another collection of lipsticks. This time they are liquid lipsticks. They have a matte finish to them. She called them the liquid blurs. As someone who's worked for a Charlotte Tilbury counter before, Charlotte did already have matte liquid lipsticks in the past, so I'm assuming she's just kind of redoing them. New formula, new packaging type of thing. Her previous lipstick formula was not bad. It wasn't the thickest, most drying type of matte liquid lipstick. It was pretty acceptable, pretty comfortable to wear, and she did have some absolutely stunning colors. I'm not sure if those are completely discontinued or if they're just kind of going to live in her line along with this new formula. In fact, why don't we find out? I just did a little digging on her website on my laptop, and it looks like the old formula of the liquid lipsticks is no longer there. These are now the new matte liquid lipsticks from Charlotte and our only option. Also worth noting, you guys know I love Charlotte Tilbury makeup, but every time she releases a new line of lipsticks, which she's got a lot of different formulas of lipsticks in her line, she usually gives us very similar color stories in every single formula, and these new liquid lipsticks are no exception. Now, the main reason that I am definitely not going to go for these, at least for the time being, is that I have not been able to get myself to wear liquid lipsticks for a very long time now. I am in my juicy lip phase over here. I want my lips to be hydrated. I want them to look juicy and glowy. I am in my lip liner with a gloss on top era. And I'm honestly not getting use out of the lipsticks already in my collection, so I am not looking forward to adding any more. So that is honestly the main reason that I am not going for these. But if you are a matte liquid lipstick wearer, these might be amazing. In fact, I've gotten feedback from Instagram followers that have DM'd me about these and have told me that they tried them and that they are amazing. You can like blot them and like blur them out, and they are transfer proof and all of that. So if that is your vibe, absolutely go for them. In fact, I'm going to leave all of these products listed and linked down below in case any of you are interested in them, but these right here are just not for me at the moment, and so I'm going to be skipping on them. But the packaging, by the way, as per usual with Charlotte Tilbury, is glorious. I love it. I wanted to talk about this right here next. This image in particular. The first time I saw this image in passing over on my Instagram account, I thought I was looking at swatches of the new Anastasia Cosmos palette. Does this not look like swatches of the Cosmos palette? Because that is immediately where my mind went when I saw this. However, these swatches are of a new Too Faced palette that is coming out with a whole collection. It's not just the palette. We also have two highlighters and a lip injections gloss coming out with this palette. And the palette is called the Cosmic Crush palette. What a coincidence, because Cosmic Crush, it's like these two brands made the same palette at the same time. That's crazy, right? I was gonna say I'm not getting this one because I don't love Too Faced eyeshadow formula, but the Spritz Edit palette actually had a pretty nice formula, and that was the last palette they launched. So I feel like there's hope for the formula of Cosmic Crush to not be terrible. However, this palette looks to me pretty much exactly the same as the Cosmos palette, especially when I look at the swatches. The color stories are very similar, and even if these colors aren't exactly the same as Cosmos, it is also not an overly interesting color story to me, and so therefore I just don't feel overly excited about this palette or the rest of the collection. I have no interest in trying the highlighters, which look chunky, or the lip injections gloss, which I absolutely despise. Anything lip injections hurts my lips like crazy, so no thank you. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass on this one. It's not exciting to me, to be honest with you. I feel like maybe if this collection had released previous to Cosmos from Anastasia, maybe I would have gotten it. But now that I already have Cosmos and that the shades look so similar to me, I'm just not interested in trying it. So hard pass, moving on to the next. No. Okay, so Dior has announced or leaked or something their fall collection. This is what you're looking at right here. This is Dior's fall collection, or at least part of it. It looks like so far they're going to be releasing a new blush, 2 new nail polishes, and 2 very, very, very basic looking quints, which is the reason I'm not interested in this collection. The only thing about what you're looking at that mildly piques my interest is the blush, because it kind of looks like a toasted rosy type of color, and I feel like that could be very pretty, especially for the fall time. And Dior does have a really, really beautiful blush formula. However, the palettes, no thank you. I feel like even if you have a small makeup collection, like if you have 5 eyeshadow palettes in your collection, you probably already own every single one of these shades. That is how basic these palettes look, and you probably even have them in your 5 eyeshadow palette collection with much better quality too, because I don't really see anything special about the Quince eyeshadow quality. There's nothing super pigmented or blendable, or like just nothing special about it. These are quite boring in my opinion and super overpriced. So no thank you, and because I'm not interested in the eyeshadow palettes, I'll probably end up skipping on the blush as well. This probably isn't coming out for a few months anyway. I would love to know what you think about these down in the comment section below, because it is a snooze fest to me. So moving on. REM Beauty is coming out with these very metallic looking glosses. They look, no they don't. I was gonna say maybe they look duochrome. The one at the bottom does look like it has rosy and gold shimmers in there. The other 2 look very basic. Honestly, no, why? I feel like not only is Ariana Grande not super involved in her brand, but nobody that works for the brand must be either, because every single release is so freaking boring and so freaking overdone. Like, what is new and exciting about 3 shimmer glosses? Nothing, right? So obviously I'm going to pass on this. I'm still waiting for REM Beauty to come out with something that is half interesting. I think their most exciting release was when they first launched, and I tried their first launch and I was not impressed, and every single thing they released after has been so freaking boring. I'm not sure what ended up happening with the lawsuit and Morphe's bankruptcy, but I know that I think Ariana paid to have full ownership of her brand or something like that. Jen Loves Reviews was making live videos on Sundays, I think it was, in regards to all of these, and she would like talk about court case documents and all of that. But somewhere in there I think I missed what happened at the end with REM Beauty. I hope that if Ariana did buy her like whole share of her company, and if she now has full ownership of them, I hope that they eventually start coming out with products that maybe pique at least some people's interest. I think Ariana's fan base is probably much younger than me, and so their makeup preferences might be different to mine, but this type of thing is way, way overdone in the beauty space in general. Plus they even have very basic packaging, so I just don't see how this is standing out over anything that is already existing, if that makes sense. So hard pass for me. I'm still rooting for them to hopefully in the future turn things around, but for now we're not doing REM Beauty here on my channel. Then we have this product right here from Farsali that I believe they're trying to pre-sell. as of right now. They changed their business model. They're no longer at Sephora. I know that they pulled out of the big retailers because they wanted to like focus on their family life. They like talked about this extensively on their Instagram account, and I love following their story. It's highly engaging, and it does seem like they are very passionate about creating new makeup. But it's not about this For Sally product specifically, it's about this type of product in general. Let me explain. This is a high-tech illuminating peptide serum that they are trying to launch on the market, but what it looks like to me is basically like a liquid highlighter type of product that also has skincare ingredients added in it. And I, being textured, maybe it's my problem, maybe I'm just not their target market, I could not be less interested in this, because if you are going to use it as a serum, which is where the value of it probably lies, right? Like if you're buying a liquid illuminator, there is 1,000 different cheaper options out there on the market. And if you are buying this one because it's got also peptides and anti-aging properties, then you must want to use it either every day or as part of your skincare routine or every day under makeup. And so to get an illuminator and put it all over your face under your makeup might defeat the purpose of it being shiny on top. Or if you use it as an illuminator and put it on top of makeup, then none of the skincare ingredients that are in that product are going to reach your skin. I feel like the only way you would get like the best of both worlds would be if you are someone who likes very minimal makeup and you just put this illuminator all over your face on a daily basis as your last step in your skincare routine, and you don't really put a lot of makeup on top maybe. And so you get the illumination and also hopefully the skincare properties that this product has. But then jump to me being a dry textured person, that is definitely not the way I want to look out in the world. Highlighter all over my face does not sound appealing to me at all. And going back to what I was saying, if I'm just using it as an illuminator, which is the way that I would use it, then I'm not really getting the benefits of this product. Like I said, I can buy 1,000 different liquid highlighters that are going to be much cheaper than this product is. And so I don't want to just talk about this For Sally product that they're trying to pre-sell that I am not interested in. Westman Atelier actually just launched 3 different colors of a very similar product. You can take a look right here. So these are now available on the Westman Atelier website, coming to Sephora at the beginning of next month, and these retail for $58. $58 for a liquid illuminator. I know Westman Atelier is like a high-end brand, but we're talking about a liquid illuminator. And so the claim to make this product as expensive as it is the skincare ingredients. This one has potent vitamin C, oils to visibly hydrate and retexturize and brighten for long term. It says it can be worn alone, layer under foundation, or use as targeted highlighter. And it's going to illuminate dull looking skin and improve skin quality over time. So it's the same type of deal as the For Sally product that I was telling you about before. So I go back to the same argument I was giving you. I don't want to use a skincare product underneath my makeup that is a highlighter, because then it's not going to show up as a highlighter. And if I want any of the skincare properties to reach my skin, it would have to be worn under makeup or alone, which I just don't think is flattering. So very not interested in either one of these liquid illuminators, and I would love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Am I alone on feeling like these products are a bit counterintuitive? They kind of don't make sense to me. You either want an illuminator or a skincare product. I just don't want them both in one, especially for a steep price. I just don't. So am I alone in this feeling? Or do you feel the same? Or am I wrong about what I'm saying? How do you use these products? I would love your feedback because they confuse me. I'm not interested. I don't want them. Let's move on to the next one. And this next one is special. It is actually an absolutely stunning palette from Laura Lee, Los Angeles, and Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's makeup line. Take a look right there. And it makes sense that them combined make this palette right here, because Laura Lee likes the nudie shades. She likes the very like basic makeup with maybe a bit of sparkle. Manny loves the sparkle, but he also loves the olives and the burgundy shades. And so this palette is totally them together. Now the reason I'm putting it in this makeup I'm staying away from video is because I feel like I already have this palette. The first comment under this post right here on Instagram is that it looks so similar to the Nearly Natural palette from Illuminator Cosmetics, and I could not agree more. This palette and that palette are identical, and I already have this one, and this one has amazing quality, so I just don't see myself also grabbing that one because they're literally the same palette. Do you not agree? I feel like they're the same palette. I haven't tried anything from Lunar Beauty in a very long time, and in fact I'm going to keep an eye on Manny's next releases to see what he comes out next, because I do want to kind of incorporate that into my channel. I met him last year when I went to Beauty Fest in California, and he is so freaking nice. He stayed at the event super late because like there was a bunch of people, including myself, that wanted to take pictures with him, and he stayed till the very end until like there was nobody in that warehouse anymore to take pictures with everybody who was waiting around for him. He's so nice, and I know that his brand and his eyeshadows in particular are known for having amazing quality, so I obviously want to try some of his products in the future. However, this palette is not the one I'm going to go for because it just feels like I already own it, and I absolutely love Illuminatrix Cosmetics formula and the shimmers and the beautiful pigmentation of these mattes right here. So I don't know, I just don't need two of the same palette. I have two more products to go that I have absolutely zero interest in, and one of them is this one here from Tarte. It is an eyeshadow palette. It's called Big Ego. It is a 18 shade palette. It looks like it's got more shimmers than it has mattes. Take a look at this other picture right here. I think you can see it better. In fact, it looks a bit more interesting in this picture. What does not attract me at all about this palette is that I feel like Tarte eyeshadow formulas are not the best. To me, they usually feel powdery and fallouty and like not pigmented enough. Like you have to go back and build and go back and build, and then shadow starts falling on your face and all of that. And I haven't honestly reached for Tarte eyeshadows in a long time because I don't like that type of formulation anymore. I prefer formulas that have more pigmentation in them right away. However, there was a Tarte palette last year that got raving reviews. I think it was the Man-Eater palette. But I just don't see this one being like that one. Like this looks dusty to me. It looks like it's not going to be pigmented, and it looks like the shimmers are going to be kind of disappointing. And so for that reason, I am going to skip on this Big Ego palette from Tarte. We'll have to see if anyone buys it and talks about it on their channel, because it just looks so basic and so boring and so dusty. I do not want it. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love a lot of Tarte products. I usually review Tarte products here on my channel. They have great foundations, great concealers, some lip products that I absolutely love, even bronzers and highlighters that I like. But when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, it has been years, like 6+ years since I have been interested in a Tarte eyeshadow palette for some reason. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Has Tarte changed their formula enough that I'm talking trash over here for no reason? Is it worth it for me to try Tarte? Because like I said, not interested at all whatsoever. One more product, and it is also from Tarte, unfortunately. It is these right here. This is called the Maracuja Juicy Shift. And I love the Maracuja Juicy lips that come in this pretty much same exact packaging. Absolutely love them. They have like a hint of color. They have that really beautiful glow to them. They make your lips look super juicy. They are amazing looking. However, obviously the appeal of these is that you're gonna put on green and it turns into a different color. But to me, it seems like the different color that it turns into is always a bright pink shade that I just don't really love for myself. Like if you look at the shifts of the different colors and into what these random colors shift into. The first color and the last three on this picture look the exact same. The second color and then the fifth and sixth look the exact same shade of peach. The third color doesn't even seem like it shifts that much. And then the fourth color, which I think goes from like a dark gray to a peachy shade, is actually pretty beautiful, but it might be a bit too warm for me. The main ones I was interested in is the one at the bottom that look the same, because it goes like from blue to pink or from green to pink. But at the same time, the pink that these shades turn into is what I consider not to be the most flattering shade of pink on myself. I love more nude type of pinky colors for daily use, which is what I think I would use this for. And so for that reason, even though these definitely got my attention, especially because I already know that I love the formula, I'm going to go ahead and skip on them as well. I'm dying to know if any of you are going to pick up any of these products. If you are, let me know which one it is down below. If I am wrong about any of my assumptions, because I did assume a lot in this video, let me know down below in the comment sections. And if you've tried any of these products and you love it, also let me know down below. If you want to check out any of these products or their price, because I didn't mention the price of everything, I have them all listed and linked down below in the description box, so definitely check them out. If you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, if you're new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.